Previously on Cancel Kaja. What does Kaja's name begin with? That's right, a K.
It's Wong.
Wow, that's
Racism.
against Asian people.
Kai, why do you hate Asian people?
Kaja's a racist, abusive piece of shit. Go back to Gayland. Just look at this leaked photo from the FBI showing her flying on the planes that struck the World Trade Center on September 11th, 2001. Look at this image of her holding a meeting with ISIS.
For the love of God, don't become the 74th.
Why are you such an awful person?
What the f-
I have waited so many months for this. Hello chat. So here we are again, after 10 years since I made that last video, and for those of you who haven't seen the last video, let's just do a quick recap on who we're dealing with here. Kaja is easily one of the top 5 worst bitches in history, and that's something that most historians across the globe can agree with. She is a Moira player, a racist, a sexist, a homophobic, abusive psychopath, who else happens to just do arse and streaming, but that's irrelevant, whatever. The point is, she is a bad fucking motherfucker. I hate her. I cannot stand her these days. Chat, she is a fucking... we're going to get into it. Don't you worry, we're going to get into it, chat. I can see you, chat. We're going to get into it. Now, last video, I made a fair and legitimate criticism on her character. Why are you such an awful person?
What the f-
Due to some major events she took part in. And now we're just going to pretty much do that again from stuff I couldn't fit in the first video because it was too long. And also, more stuff has happened since that video because Kaja being Kaja, she just couldn't help herself, had to be a fucking terrible person. So, now I've got some more stuff to talk about, lucky me.
I'm about to fucking yell a racial slurs.
Now, I want to get some clear biases out the way. I am a Kaja hater, so some of the points in this video might be a little bit, what should we say, biased. But even then, like, how can you not hate her? Like, she's just such a horrible person. Like, what do you mean? You thought I would be taller, man! Okay, so same as last video, we're going point by point, starting off with her favourite activity. So this is a long story, but to keep it short for the sake of all the audience, basically, how do I put this? Kaja is a Russian agent. She is the reason that Putin attacked Ukraine in the first place. She's even been caught in these photos making deals with Putin, and if you look closely, controlling the drones that are blowing people to pieces right now. And why did she do this? Well, it's because she loves death, she loves war, she loves suffering. Why else would she say this?
I like nuking people.
Coincidentally, this is also why she plays Moira. She loves to hear people suffer. Isn't that just great, everyone? So Kaja has made loads of art throughout her life, but what if I told you that she admitted to it being AI generated and actually bullied small artists too on the side to eliminate all competition? Right here, ladies and gentlemen, is an image of our DMs where she admits to using AI, and here's another one just for goodwill. And as if that wasn't bad enough, I'm about to tell you a tragic story about a small artist getting destroyed because of her. So, it was a dark and gloomy night. And to lighten up the darkness, a young artist decided to finally create a masterpiece. The artist drew a picture of his now ex. Look, we're not going to get into that, but he drew a picture of his ex, which point is, it made the fridge. Kaja decided to give the artist false hope and hung it upon the fridge. The artist then unfortunately had to deal with some plagiarism, which is something all artists to some degree can relate to. People stealing your work, they claim it to their own, and it makes you feel bad because then you're not getting recognised for your hard work. It's horrible. But the artist, however, despite going through the troubles of plagiarism, did not give up. He instead not only created a watermark for himself, but also drew an image of the person who plagiarised his art. The art then was then put on the fridge. Kaja, for once, doing something good. I know, we're all shocked. Trust me, I'm the most shocked out of everyone. If there was a shock meter, I would be at the top right now. But then, it could not have continued. The small artist decided to draw a happy moment from the past involving friendship. A mistake, if you will, that Kaja made. And could her ego handle one of her mistakes being put into an art piece? Well, take a guess. Kaja decided to burn the art. And it burned right in front of a small artist to the point where it was nothing. It was gone. All because her ego couldn't handle the mistake she made in a video game almost 4 years ago now. And then EXO did this for some reason. But the point is, the artist didn't make any more art after this. All of his dreams had been shattered by this big popular artist who cheated her way to the top by using AI to generate her art. What a despicable and cruel person. All the artists out there, you should shun her for what she did. So as some of you know, Kaja is a Twitch streamer, and sometimes I find myself watching these streams so I can gather more material for videos like this. And when I was watching one stream, a particular message caught my interest. The image claimed that he knew Kaja and had some inside information on her activities in Final Fantasy. I decided to follow up on this request and set up an interview with this anonymous person. What I'm about to play now has been fact-checked, all true, and yeah, you tell me what you guys think after hearing this.
So nervous.
You don't need to be nervous, man. Okay, well, unlike Kaja, we're not going to beat you. So, how did you two meet?
Okay. It was kind of funny story. Back then I had some random person in Final Fantasy who I've been like raiding and hanging out with a bunch. And like, he was kind of gay. I was kind of gay. So perfect match.
Uh-huh.
And he had like Kaja as well around. And we started to get to know each other. It was really all fun and games. But they were kind of special, you know, they had a really special bond. That kind of weird, odd bond between a gay dude and a gremlin girl, which are kind of into each other for some reason, constantly horny for each other, sending each other feet pictures and whatnot.
Feet pictures?
It was really odd. Yes, feet pictures. They were really into feet.
I knew it. I always knew it. I could never prove it, but I always knew it. She was a feet person. Okay, so...
I have many pictures of that, trust me. I've seen way too many feet.
Amazing. So, as interesting as this feet story is, which we might elaborate in a third video, perhaps, maybe. But now, though, we just need the main details. Give us the tea. What was she like in Final Fantasy?
Well, at the start it was all fun and games. It was really chill. Although she had like always these weird kind of demonic sounds sometimes, especially when you send her feed pics. It sounds like she's trying to summon some demons or something, which was already really fucking suspicious. Mm-hmm. At the start it was really all fun and games. She was this cute girl I never raided, and now she's slowly showing her real side, developing into this kind of raiding monster, constantly screaming at me during raids, telling me where to go and what to be doing. Even others that just joined for the first time. It's so getting crazy, man.
So kind of like the slave trade and also a bit of abuse going on.
Yes! Oh my god, she is very good at shouting.
Yes, we've heard that.
She calls a lot. It was scary sometimes. Real scary.
Do you ever feel intimidated by her?
Oh, absolutely. I'm scared shitless. Please tell me she won't see this either.
No, don't worry. We make sure to keep all the people involved anonymous.
Oh, thank fuck.
Yeah, don't
It'd be very bad if she knows I'm here. I was here.
So has she ever physically abused you?
No, I don't. I haven't had physical abuse, but that might also be because, like, for example, in Final Fantasy, I'm like twice her size. In all honesty, so it'd be a bit hard for her to do anything.
So it's a classic case of the bully always punching down.
No. I personally hadn't had any abuse with her, but I can't speak for others. I usually keep a certain amount of distance, you know.
Yeah,
I'm also protected by another Rovgar, so I usually have a Rovgar army, like big burly 2 meter tall men that protect me from her.
Okay.
I'm scared to like see her without anyone else.
A lot of people have said that she comes across as a very intimidating and dangerous person.
Very.
So
Also, her family tree is like so weird. She has like 3 fathers.
yeah,
3.
I know that's such a red flag.
The most scary thing has been how she has been like slowly recruiting people for her evil cult, or at least I think it is evil. I don't know what's going on with that exactly. I've been scared to delve further into that, but she's been, ever since I know her, she's been always talking about wanting aesthetic, whatever that is, looking for people. I just assume it's a cult because of all her demon summoning. I've seen her in like all kinds of robes as well. She's been up to no good, especially when she gets her feet pictures or whatnot. I think she might be trying to like summon a weird kind of feet demon.
Okay, so what you're
for her
saying
evil
is
schemes.
she's been recruiting for a cult. She's sacrificing her couple to the feet gods. And she's basically summoning an army of demons.
Yes, pretty much. Like I've the one time I looked into things with her, it ended in an absolute disaster where people hated each other, and it all dissolved very quickly. And some I have seen ever since that one time. I actually was part of that static part with her. I have never seen those people again. I don't know where they're gone. They vanished.
That is, we'll definitely have to get the police involved in that. But one final question.
Yes.
You joined us for Overwatch.
Yes, I have.
On a few occasions. We're gonna have another interview of another guest later on. But just in your opinion, do you think that Kaja is an SR terrorist?
Absolutely. Without a doubt.
All the time she doesn't heal, like it's just crazy.
I've seen her play the game. I've even played the same character as her. Got shouted at a bunch of times as well when I picked her character. Her self-proclaimed her character, by the way. And been told how bad I'm doing, how I'm not doing things right. But her other main that I've seen from her is Moira, and we all know no Moira player can be up to any good. She is the devil incarnate, and I think that reflects quite well. I think I've showed you a few pictures of her in game as well for further proof of her cultism.
So yeah, we're definitely going to go into the Moira stuff later. But by the way, just for future reference, you can't be saying Moira like that. You know, can't be dropping slurs like that. Just say the M word for now, especially when we're on show. We haven't put up any trigger warnings yet. But thank you for your time, Hector. Heard it here first, people. Kaja is recruiting a cult, and she is spreading feed pics. This is insane. Chat canceller. Next fucking topic. So as we mentioned in previous videos, Kaja is a Twitch streamer, and she has a very consistent schedule of streaming twice a year. And when she streams, twice a year, she also offers her misguided fans the ability to spend channel points on very exciting activities such as drinking water, making her stretch, and of course telling dad jokes. Now, I know that sounds very easy to perform, not that high energy kind of thing, but what if I told you even those simple tasks get scammed from fans? They will spend their hard-earned channel points only for her to just run away. She'll turn off the stream, she'll run away and she won't do it. Like, why? Why do you hate people this much? Why do you hate your own fans this much? Why are you such a terrorist? Why are you such an awful person? Why did you expect me to be taller? These are questions we'll never get the answers to. I guess the only thing that I can fathom is that she's just pure evil. I don't see any other alternative. Why would she scam people with channel points when it's such low effort actions? Like, just stretch, bro. Just fucking stretch. We've talked about Kaja being a terrorist, like IRL, you know, her killing people, blowing up buildings, working with known terrorists across the world, the usual. But one thing we haven't talked a lot about is Kaja being even worse than a terrorist, an SR terrorist. Now first, let's talk about Overwatch, for trust me, that's definitely not the only game. I tried playing comp with her, you know, I play tank, she plays support. Well, I say plays in quotation marks, but just look at this profile, for example, Moira. Now, I don't know why Moira is so high up there on her most played heroes, considering that character is fucking dog shit, but it is true dedication to an evil being, an evil force, if you will, of the game. And I just don't see what she sees in the character. Moira is not a good support. She's just not good for anything other than looking after herself. And even then, she has the most deaths on the team most games, so it's just crazy to me how... I just don't... Why are you playing Moira? I'm at a loss for words. Why is your fucking win percentage so low? Why did you think I would be taller? Now, I understand it's one person's word against another, saying that Kaja's bad at Overwatch, like, oh, yeah, I'm sure, you know. Well, why is anyone to believe me? You know, I've only been honest during this entire video, while she has done nothing but lie. So to further back these truths, I now have an interview with Fruit, who plays Overwatch with us. Now, let's go to the interview and see what Fruit had to say about Kaja. Okay, so Fruit.
Yeah,
This is the first time doing the interview.
yeah, this is the first time. It's never been done before.
Welcome to the show. So, we've played Overwatch with Kaja a few times in the past, and recently. How would you rate Kaja as a player?
It's hard to put, really. She's kind of in a tier of her own. Because she builds you up, you know. Like in the beginning, first point, great. After that, it's... You get nothing. You're done. You get nothing.
Of course, you're talking about her healing output here.
Yeah, and not to speak of the moral support.
We've also had reports of her screaming at her teammates. Have you ever seen this?
Yeah, lots of slurs actually. Yeah, very specific ones too. Yeah, very specific ones too. She figures out nationalities, you know, to be accurate, which is nice. But
I mean, it's always nice having some effort, but I don't think it's something that we should be encouraging as a community.
Yeah, she, a bit too much of the Aryan spirit runs through her. I think she might want to tone that down, at least for the VODs. Exactly,
for the VODs. So, you know, Kaja's main heroes include Kiri, Ana, and Moira. How would you rate her performance on those heroes?
Really making me relive these. So it's hard to talk about this stuff. It's I went to therapy about it, but
it's okay. It's a safe space.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I just farted. Moira is probably her best hero. Because then she's basically not on support. Which is good, because she's not on support, but it's also bad because we only have one support. And that usually isn't, you really get the best when you're 3-stacking in comp. Between what's like silver and diamond.
Yeah, it's a pretty close skill gap, I would say.
Pretty match made, pretty skill based matchmaking. But no, her output is, her damage output is good on Moira, because she's very good at aiming with Moira.
Her aim on Moira is very good. You know,
she's very accurate.
We always talk about how her sleep accuracy is dog shit, her cleanse accuracy is dog shit,
Yeah, she can actually hit someone on Moira. She can actually hit someone who's standing still. She can actually hit someone who's standing still. Yeah, you can actually hit if they're standing still. If they're moving, it's over. But otherwise, you'll get some results.
Exactly. Now, what would you say about her death ratio on support?
You know, I'm in the camp of numbers don't really matter. You know, in the grand scheme of a match, it's about where you place it, and where you die, where you're alive, where you get kills, where you get assists, where you heal. But the problem is, if both of those are bad, you really kind of have a problem.
You do have a problem.
Yeah. See, I die a lot. I die a lot when I play Junkrat, but only when I play Junkrat. But that's, but I get value in other ways. I don't need to be alive. See, he's the best character. But it's not the same with support, is it?
No, see, you would know a lot about this because there are occasional times where we play 5v5, for example, and during those times it'll be me and you competing for tank. We both queue, and then whoever gets it gets it. And there are times where you get tank and I get DPS, meaning you need more attention than I do. How would you rate Kaja's experience healing you while you're on tank?
I have to, I usually when I realize that when I get put in that situation, I usually set a timer on my phone to remind me that I have Kaja on my team. Like every 2 minutes or so, just to remind me that she's still on my team and that she didn't leave. In the middle of the game. But it would be nice. It would be nice, hypothetically speaking, if the tank, let's say hypothetically a Roadhog or hypothetically a Mauga, who both rely very much on healing to stay alive, for sustain, it would be nice if Kaja had access to, 1 or 2 abilities that would suppress those healing outputs. Hypothetically, of course.
Yeah.
I'm not saying there is. I'm not saying she has access to these or knows of their existence, but hypothetically they would be useful.
I do agree
as a tank, and I think as a team.
Yeah. I think the devs should implement a character that has the ability to stop healing, like an anti of sorts, I would say.
Yes, in a burst radius.
Exactly, I think that'd be a great
that she can throw. Yeah, and as the same character, let's say, I don't know, make her Egyptian or something. She has a second ability which can put players to sleep if hit. But you have to aim it.
Yeah, you have to aim.
Yeah, if it. Yeah, it's a skill. It's a skill check.
That might be a bit hard on players who have monitors that lag, though.
Yeah, and have internet problems every comp game.
Yeah.
That would hamper the performance.
You see,
but it would be nice.
You mentioned needing to put a reminder on your phone every 2 minutes to remind you that Kaja is the support. For me personally, I don't need that reminder because when I'm on tank and I have Kaja on support, I get reminded every team fight when I'm fucking dead.
You mean after the team fight, when they won after 2 seconds?
When they won after 2 seconds because they're playing Doomfist on Monkey, and then Kaja for some reason is in fucking Zimbabwe
trying to sleep the supports.
Yeah.
Yeah, hypothetically, I don't know if this so-called sleep exists, but
if it were to exist, I'm sure you would use it in close range and not try and snipe with it. I'm sure.
Yeah, on an easy to hit character with a lot of value gained if said character were to be hit.
Exactly, yeah.
Now, and then based on that, be able to letting the team get lots of damage in, or being able to focus on other things.
Now we've talked a lot about Kaja on support. Let's talk about Kaja on tank. Now, from my experience personally, I think she's a fucking terrorist. But what would you say about it?
I think terrorist it's kind of an insult to all terrorist kind.
I agree, because terrorists actually kill people. That wouldn't really be the best way to describe
terrorists tend to have positive KDs. Like they tend to have gotten something done. And they're only on 1 life. They can't respawn. Last I checked, maybe they do. Maybe they have some sort of respawn
I don't know, maybe they go to
mechanic
Valhalla or some shit.
in the hills. Yeah, in the hills.
But the point is, Kaja just doesn't kill anything. She doesn't actually tank. I don't know what does she even do? Who the fuck even is Kaja?
Who?
So we've talked a lot about Kaja in the game. Let's talk about Kaja's personality. What would you say about Kaja's personality?
Well, she is, a woman born after, after 1993. Allegedly. Yeah, allegedly. Big on that. All they do, they cannot subsistence farm. All she knows is, charge her phone, complain, be woman, McDonald, twerking, can't cook, from what I've heard. I heard Trash got alcohol poisoning.
I heard Trash starved. I'm
Kaja.
pretty sure she starved him.
Oh yeah, because she didn't try to starve him. She cooked food for him, but he just refused to eat it. For like about 4 days.
What a despicable human.
It is. It's. Norway doesn't have much in export other than oil. But they do have, the misery that Kaja brings. That is one big export that they do bring.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
The world
they're the biggest
over.
suppliers to America with that one. But one final question: do you believe you are a better Overwatch player than Kaja is?
I think that question that's kind of insulting, actually. I have 50 hours on Overwatch. And Kaja has how many hours does she have, really?
Like roughly around 200, I'm pretty sure.
I think everyone in their life should watch a Kaja VOD and then be inspired, nay, joyous of the fact that they don't play like that. I think the world would be a better place if everyone watched a Kaja VOD. Just put things into perspective, how good they actually are at basically everything.
Learning what not to do in a game, really.
Yeah, not to do in any situation. It's a very simple. It's very easy to calculate. Just would Kaja do this? Yes. If the answer is yes, then you do the opposite.
Exactly. Now, I know we could talk for hours about how dog shit she is at just every game she plays, but we're gonna have to call it there. Thank you for coming on through and sharing your experience.
It's been I would say pleasure, but that's a lie.
So there you have it. Kaja is just a fucking SR terrorist in Overwatch. She does not know what she's doing. She doesn't even know where she is half the time. But it's also Siege. Now, Rainbow Six Siege, again, we play competitive every now and then, whatever she, maybe like 2 times a year when she agrees to play. And this clip, I think, perfectly explains the terrorism, the fucking war crimes I witnessed before my eyes whenever we play together. Look at this ranks game and tell me why my duo forgot how to plant the bomb, which is the main objective of the game, and how she can't understand simple callouts.
They often hold. Yeah, this is not the reinforcement. They're most likely on the other side. Okay, I'm gonna plant here.
Plant.
What's my fucking plant button? What? Are you plant again?
Okay, Kyla, come in for you now. You don't have time now.
Where?
Well, he was behind the thing to the right. Yeah, behind that thing.
This thing?
Yeah, no, yeah, like the
Or
thing.
this
Yeah,
thing?
that thing, yeah.
Like this thing? So
Kai, just behind the thing! Oh my god.
I need to check how I plant.
This is your favourite game, by the way. What was your favourite game?
It was,
You
not
don't plant
anymore.
the fucking diffuser. Yeah, there's something use this actually.
They're like there.
Diffuser is no longer in your
That was a
possession.
C4.
One friendly operator remaining.
Do not stand stand up. I will shoot you in the head. Oh, you stood up. I can't hold an angle. You just.
Well, move. Hold a
Can you
different
move?
angle then.
But I can't move from this room.
Nitro deployed. Nitro
Blitz one shot.
Where is he?
On site, I think.
Okay, let me move. Let me.
Okay, can you please move? Just get out of the room. Get out of the room. Go, split up. Go, shoot.
Yeah, well, you're not letting me.
I killed 3 of them, and you just sat there and did nothing except threaten to kill me.
No, but
protect the bombs.
you weren't moving.
We're defending. We have a luxury. But it's not just Siege and Overwatch. If you truly want to witness how bad she is at gaming, someone ask her why it took her so long to get the Bing Bong achievement in Peak. Now, she'll have loads of excuses which we don't need to listen to, but here's the main reason. She is bad at climbing, whether it be in rank or a mountain. And it got so bad, I had to just, from the generosity of my heart, had to carry her to the top of the mountain with Bing Bong and get the achievement, just us as a duo. I know, I'm so nice to her and yet she's still so mean to me. It's crazy, chat. Fuck you for playing Moira. Fuck you for thinking I would be taller. Fuck you for not watching The Boys. Fuck you for sending me the laughing emoji on TikTok. Fuck you for saying I fell off. Eat shit and die, nerd. Also, you stink of shit.